Amongst the many forms of discourse I've seen regarding Sonic Adventure 2, kart racing is the one place that absolutely nobody touches. And in all seriousness, why would you? Sonic Adventure 2 is not a kart racing game at all, and while you do have 2 of the 32 stages that are route levels, let's admit it, they already feel like an afterthought as it sits, so essentially kart racing is an afterthought of an already pre-existing afterthought. In all honesty, the only 2 reasons why you'd play kart racing is A, you saw that you unlocked it, so you wanted to give it a whirl for a round or 2, or B, which is the more likely scenario, you're just here for the emblems, and then as soon as you got them, you're out. You're going to pick it up when you deem necessary, play it until you deem necessary, and then you're going to put it down and let it accumulate digital dust for the rest of eternity. A sad but honest fate for the kart racing mode. So what's my role in this video? Is it worth being forgotten? Is it good? Is it bad? What exactly does kart racing mode offer that we might be overlooking or we might be completely in the right for glancing over? Well, let's talk about it. Throughout your experiences here, you'll notice there's 3 distinct tracks, each track representing a difficulty. There's an easy track, a medium track, and a hard track. Route 101 is akin to the easy track, where there's no immediate dangers you have to worry about, but it is still good to get as much control on your vehicle as you can. The medium track is a little bit more akin to Route 280, where you do have to be careful with some corners how you take them or you will slide right off the map. The hard track's a bit of a different story where it doesn't really match the route tracks in any way. It's entirely its own track in terms of difficulty. There's new obstacles here that you won't see anywhere else, such as the case for roads that are shifted about 45 degrees or so that makes it a little bit hard to traverse, so you have to be mindful of the angle you're traveling at and how to cross it effectively. However, while the difficulties do work to the track's benefit, the tracks themselves are the exact same aesthetic that you've been used to seeing since you play the route levels. These tracks do not look any different from each other, and this makes going through them incredibly mundane. Other than a few obstacles, there's nothing that separates these tracks. There's nothing that makes them feel unique or fresh, and that in itself makes the experience infinitely more forgettable. The design of said tracks also aren't really doing any favors, where I could show you 5 seconds worth of gameplay footage and you'd have no idea what difficulty I'm playing on. There's just no personality in this experience. It is, again, as previously stated, an afterthought of an afterthought, and it shows. Credit where credit's due, even if this is sad to say, but the unlockables for kart racing are so good, the unlockables are more interesting than the entire mode itself. See, if you are able to complete every mission for a certain character, you will unlock, in most cases, an alternate vehicle for a character to use. The best part is that you don't even need straight A ranks to do it. As long as you beat all the missions, regardless, you are good to go. Now, 4 out of 6 of the characters get a new vehicle when you beat all their missions. 2 of the 6 can become a different character. If you complete all of Tails' missions, you will be able to unlock the ability to play as a neutral Chao, which is pretty cool. But for Rouge, you unlock access to the Egg Robo. Having these additional characters are great, but again, there's no practicality for them. The kart racing mode is so mediocre by comparison that there's more joy in just admiring them in the character select screen than actually using them in real time. Kart racing isn't inherently bad at the end of the day. I feel like calling it bad would be a stretch because it is, in a sense, inoffensive. It doesn't do a whole lot wrong, but it's pretty low on the things it does right as well. It's just an incredibly mediocre neutral mode that makes you feel not a whole lot. How I feel when playing kart racing is exactly how I feel playing the entirety of Sonic Forces. I'm just bored. I don't have a lot of stimulation going on in my head, and that just makes this experience dry, bleak. I don't hate this mode or anything of that sort, but I can't even be bothered to remember it exists, and I know there's a lot of people who would share that same sentiment. We can all agree that the stages within themselves are obviously way better. Even the Chao racing and Chao karate is a lot more fun. The boss mode's more fun. Multiplayer's more fun. Kart racing just gets left behind for offering next to nothing in terms of substance. That is probably one of the worst labels that you can get, because you're not technically doing anything wrong, but you're not doing much more than just nothing. It's safe to say that when we are busy not acknowledging the existence of kart racing, we are arguably better for it because we are allocating our time to something of value. For completionists, this is just a checklist that they need to write their check marks beside once they acquire their 3 emblems, and then that's it. This mode will be erased from their memory for eternity. Don't feel too bummed by this, however, because the next time Sonic Team addressed vehicular racing in the Sonic universe, we got Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, which to me is a pretty big win, even if it took 9 years to get there.